What's up, guys? Okay, so I'm here in Barcelona. I want you guys to get through. This is going to be a very heavy theory lesson, and there's not going to be a lot of physical practicality to it, I guess I could say. It's going to be very theoretical, but I want you guys to watch it just because a lot of people are asking me about modes and how I'm playing up and down the neck, and this is the way that I'm thinking about it, rather than just learning the modes and getting stuck in a mathematical box. Okay, so do your best. This is a more advanced lesson. Do your best. If you guys have questions, let me know. What's up, everybody? All right, I'm being a little quiet here. I'm staying in a hostel in Barcelona. I wanted to do this video on the beach. It was too windy, so here's the beach. And let's get back to the video. So a lot of people are asking about some of the faster stuff that I'm playing. Not necessarily just about the fast picking, which I go into a lot, so I'm not going to do a lesson on that today. That would just kind of be a waste of time. But I want to go into the concept of being able to move up and down the neck. Now, people are asking about what modes I'm using, what scales I'm using, all this other stuff. That's not necessarily a bad place to start. But this lesson is going to be a little bit more advanced and a little bit more theory based, so I want you guys to stick with me here, okay? So let's just say, you know, if I'm playing something like when I'm doing my A minor, right, and I'm just like jumping all the way up, right, all the way up and down the neck, you know, honestly anywhere. What's actually happening is I'm envisioning each note up and down the neck, not spending the time saying A, right? That's not what I'm doing. This is how I want you guys to think of it. This is a little bit of a shortcut. It still takes a long time, but a little bit of a shortcut. And this, I started to realize this is what's happening in my vision pattern when I'm playing up and down the neck, is I'm using A minor, and then I'm using its relative major C, okay? So all the way down here, I have A minor. And just because it makes a little bit more sense, it gives us one extra note, so we're not just using the 1, the 3, and the 5 of each chord. I'm going to add the 7 in there, so we have an A minor 7, right? So we have A, C, E, G, and A, all right? That's a little bit more the way that I'm thinking about it, but almost positionally, not always going through those notes, those musical notes. So this is what I mean. A minor. If I'm down here, I know that I can visualize that A minor. If I bring my third finger up, that's my flat 7, that's my G to my A, right? Okay, so now if I take it up to the E string, I have my E, my 5, my flat 7, my 1, my flat 3. Now I'm on the A string, my flat 3, right? My 5, my flat 7, my 1, my flat 3, my 5, my flat 7. So I have all of those notes. You guys will have to, I put new strings on, so this is not like quite in tune. So that's what I'm picturing, right? Now, if I have my 1, my 3, flat 3 in this case, my 1, my minor third, my 5, and my flat 7, what are the notes that are missing? Excuse me. The 2, the 4, and the 6, right? That completes the whole scale. So my 2, I already know is just 1/2 step below my minor third. So any of my minor thirds, just a 1/2 step below. So anytime I have a minor third, I know just a 1/2 step below that is still in the scale. All right, stick with me. It's still in the scale. My 4 is going to be a natural 4, which is going to be D. It's going to be easy to spot anywhere, you know, parallel to my A. So now I have, right, that's my 5. Now my 6 gets a little tricky. Is it a natural minor? It probably is, and in this case, it is what I'm playing because I have a D minor to my A minor, so all of my 6s are flat, 1/2 step above all of my 5s. So now if you can do 5, flat 7, 1, minor third, 5, flat 7, 1, minor third, 5, flat 7, we can add the rest of the notes in. 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1, 2, flat 3, 4, open, 5, it's flat 6, I'm sorry, one half step above the 5, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1, right? Now down here, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. That is how I'm thinking of that scale. This is the reason. If I move up here, right, let's see, I'm playing in D minor, and I'm using the same thing if I have a D minor, so like a G minor, D minor, D natural minor. You do the same thing. 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7, 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. Jump up here, 5, flat 3, 1, and start that. Now I know 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and this is the way that I'm visualizing it. The reason that I want you guys to do that a little bit more than just learning your modes is your modes become very mathematical. What I mean by that is, let's say we're doing a jam and it's A minor, D minor. I might just jump up here. Whoop. What I'm not thinking of right now is the fact that I'm playing in an E position, right, that 12th position, but I'm playing in A minor, right? I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking this A minor and filling in the 2, the 4, and the 6 around that in every position. That's why I can do, right? I can see my A minor right here, flat 7, 1. Right, so that's how I want you guys to break away from just thinking modally, which tends to be a little bit more mathematical. Now, how we then use the relative major to jump up is the same idea. We have A minor, relative major is C, so I'm just going to do a C instead of a C major 7, right? There's no reason for me to do an A minor here and a C, just because that's the same position, A minor, so C, so I can visualize where that C is, right? And know if I build a 1, 3, 5 off of a C, it's actually in A minor, stick with me, the flat 3, the 5, the flat 7. So all I have to do is now add an A onto this C major to then make it the A minor. The best part is when I'm here, right, so that's just getting me from this A minor to this bar chord A minor, because there's so much filled in here. So I'm visualizing this C to bring this position into this position. All right, I want you guys to stick with me. This is a little tough. All right, same with here, A minor. My next A minor might be up here, right? I could do it here. But how am I going to get there? I'm thinking this A minor to this C, right? This C major, this C major 7. Okay? That's going to now allot me all of that position. There's no note in there that I can't hit now because I know all of the notes in the C major scale, right? But I'm going to focus on the 6th scale degree in that C major because that's my A, and I know that the C is the minor 3rd off of that A, so I can jump right up into it. Right? Easy for me to now jump up because I have my A minor here or here. Okay? So that is the way that I want you guys to think about the modes. All you're doing is you're taking the minor chord and you're figuring out what kind of 2, what kind of 6, and what kind of 4 it has. Same with the major. This goes with the major as well, but that is a little bit better than just learning the modes, and this is the reason why. Sorry guys, I'm like really tired. If you're learning the modes, right, let's just say you have something easy like A minor 7 to D7, right? So you'd be like, okay, well that's A Dorian. Okay, great. But in my mind, I'm not really thinking of A minor with a natural 6. I just know that that natural 6 is there because that's the major 3rd of the D, right? So anywhere that I go now, I'm picturing an A minor chord, whatever position, and I'm picturing the 2, I'm picturing the 4, and I'm picturing a natural 6, not a flat 6 like we did before, right? So I can take that anywhere. Right, that F sharp, instead of the F like we were doing before in the natural minor. So that's the way that I want you guys to think about it. there's a little bit more theory, so I want you guys to try to digest that. Ask me questions on this one specifically, and I can try to write out some charts and stuff like that. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. I'm about to head out to a gig and hopefully survive. So I'll see you guys later, okay?